Hello and welcome to my channel, Kaylee Creations. I'm Kay and I'm excited to share with you another Alice in Wonderland album. This one I called Dark Alice because the papers I used were created using digital images from Digital Curio, and the collection is called Dark Alice. I've used a couple other digital images that are not part of the collection in this album. For example, some of the backgrounds and then this spade overlay. But for the most part, everything came from the Dark Alice digital collection. And as you can see, it's a lot of purples and blues, and it's darker, it's pretty. And so I thought this would go well with some of the ephemera and pieces that I have from Renee Bouquet's shop. Uh, So if you don't know, I previously did another Alice in Wonderland album. It's a larger album and it's very vintage. Used the Stamperia papers. So if you haven't seen that and you want to check that out, just look back on my previous videos and you'll find that there. But this one, even though it's completely different than the last one, I've still used a lot of really fun products from Renee's shop. She has these cute Alice in Wonderland images in her shop, chipboard pieces and die cut pieces, and then she has these beautiful butterflies. She has butterflies that goes just with about any project. This chipboard piece here is actually something that I digitally manipulated and cut out and placed on chipboard and added some shimmer with my shimmer pens. And so that's pretty much how I did the cover. You know, the rest is pretty self-explanatory. On the spine here, I've used this lace from Renee Bouquet's, and I put it on, you know, sometimes you've seen it put on this way with the little bottoms tangled. I put it on this way, and I had to put a piece here and then a piece here, just in case you're thinking this is all one piece that I've wrapped. It's not. I put two pieces of lace on, and then I just wrapped the centers and glued them on. And then to cover up that center, I put these rosettes on. And the rosettes are cut from this lace here that I got at Hobby Lobby. And I just cut these little beads out of the center. You can't pull, you have to cut them off. They're kind of like sequined in there, but I cut those off, and then I put my own sequins in the middle, and with the fun fur behind each rosette, and then just glued it down the center here. And so I also put sequins on the lace, as you can see, on the front and on the back. And then my favorite thing about the spine is this dangle that I made. I took a bunch of beads out of my stash and just strung them together, and I have this teapot left over from my previous Alice in Wonderland album, and so I got the little teapot on the end here. The teapot came in a little package. It's called Tea Time Trinkets, and there's little spoons and teapots in that little packet. So this is just one of the pieces that comes with that. And then in the center here, I have a boho bead that I made, and I'm gonna get a little closer. So this boho bead, I just you know, used ribbon and the fun for trim, and I used a really thin wire and beaded sequins and really miniature beads on there. And then on the center here where the ribbon's tied, I have this heart shaped gem, and it's just dangling right here onto the bead. So I really enjoy how this came out. I thought it came out really pretty. And So there's the cover and the spine. So this closure here is just a blue ribbon that I got at Michael's, I believe. Now each page, now I guess I should tell you the book is 5 3/4 by 6 3/4 tall. And each page is a pocket page with a pocket on the side here. And in each pocket I have these booklets. So this one here has just this image that I printed off a digital paper with the Queen and Alice, and I believe this is where they're using the flamingos to play croquet. And then you open that up, and I just left it black here to put pictures and whatnot. I think it's a little too busy sometimes if I try to put pictures on the pretty papers. So then I open this up here, and I have this little chipboard piece. This Mad Hatter is from Renee's shop, and I have more of this. Well, no, I'm not seeing it. More of this black. This is all I have left. Is this little itty bitty piece? This black teardrop trim, and I put the sequins on it the same as I did on the spine. And then we have this cute. I have to zoom in. Look at how cute. Okay, it's going to take a minute for this to focus. Come on. I have this cute Mad Hatter butterfly. It comes, the butterflies come in a set of 3, small, medium, and large. I believe this is the medium or the large. I can't remember. They're pretty close in size, but so anyway, but I love how he's got the little, it's got the little teacups on the side and the hat, little clock. It's just a cute butterfly, just dang cute. And so I also, on my previous Alice in Wonderland album, I used the Renee Bouquet's Beautiful Board set, the teapot set, and it came with a large teapot and a sugar bowl and the teacups and a spoon, and I only used one of the teacup and the spoon on my last Alice in Wonderland project. So here is the second one, and this is not how it comes. It comes, I don't have a piece handy with me right now, but it's just a natural, but yet very finished laser cut chipboard, and it has just a really nice, clean, natural look to it. And I took this and I painted it with some acrylic paint, and I put 2 different colors of paint and glitter, and just kind of didn't get too, just try to do it a little bit random, a little bit mixed media here. And so then I just glued it on here. I did spray it with an acrylic spray to keep that glitter on down so that it doesn't rub off. So I can rub it and it doesn't rub off. I used this Rust-oleum acrylic spray. It's what I use when I spray my glass pieces when I do acrylic pouring. It just leaves a nice little glaze. I will try to put, I can't remember exactly what the product is, so I'll try to put that in the description box below. On this side here, along with the Mad Hatter and the teapot, I have this lace. This is also from Renee Bouquet's shop. I mean, it's just gorgeous lace, and yet I covered it up a lot. But it's just a gorgeous lace. But I like how it had these little flowers here on the bottom, and so I put little sequins on those flowers. And then the middle of each of these heart-shaped pieces, I put the fun fur, and then you can get these mulberry roses from Renee's shop as well. She has a ton of colors to choose from in those. So I love these little flowers. I just think they're fun to add to projects. And so we have a purple stripe tag here, and this little booklet here is is the comes from the journaling collection, the Dark Alice journaling collection. But I decided to shrink it down and print it out and make a little booklet. So I have Tweedledee and Tweedledum on the front, and then I have Alice and Absalom on the back here. And then I just put a ribbon on the spine here. So just a cute little book for pictures. And then I made a bookmark. I don't know why. It's just something to throw. I just had this strip of purple paper. I didn't want to waste it. So. But anyway, this curly ribbon I got at the dollar store. It came on a little girl's barrette. It was Halloween barrette. And if they would have had more, I would have bought them, but I only had the one. But it had a bunch of ribbon all over the barrette. I mean, a ton of ribbon. And it was $1. So I can't even buy that. I can't even buy ribbon like that for $1 at the craft store. So I bought that, and that was a really good buy for ribbon. This is all I had left. I've used the rest of it on previous projects. But I had this little purple curly ribbon left, and so I decided to use it here. Then I got another one of these little Rene Bouquet butterflies, and I added a little sequin on the center there. So this tab comes out, and each tab is the same. It all has the same size booklets, just different patterns, and of course the tabs are in different places. But so on the back here I have the clocks. So this page here has the waterfall, and I really like this layout. This is probably my favorite layout of this book. And oh, I was going to say too, I did this pretty much the same way as I did my previous Alice in Wonderland album as far as creating the pages and the spine. But I just used paper instead of fabric, and I wish I would have used fabric because it's just a little stiff. By the time I glued all that stuff onto the spine, it made it a little stiff. And so this doesn't lay as flat as I would like, but either I couldn't find black fabric at the time, or I was lazy and didn't go get it. I'm not sure which. But excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm sniffling a little bit. I've got some allergies tonight. So anyway, if you make this, just use fabric. It's just easier. And then I made a mistake here on this waterfall. I was supposed to tie the ribbon on, or glue the ribbon down underneath this paper here, and I totally forgot. So I had to do it on the paper underneath the flap, the fold out. And of course, when you do that, well, you can see what happens. So I'll open this up here. Got this cute little white rabbit here, and I digitally put him onto the purple striped paper and printed it out. And but you can see this whole waterfall because I didn't put the paper behind this in here, it had to go on the paper behind the fold out here. And so when I flip this up, all these fall forward and out, and I'm just afraid they're going to get damaged when the book gets folded up this way. So if you do anything like this, try to remember to put the ribbon underneath here, not underneath here, okay? Just in case, so somebody does it and they're like, hey, this doesn't work here. So I guess I'll just finish showing you the waterfall then. So I put this little Rene Bouquet butterfly here, and this little butterfly, it has black tips on the wing here, and I just took my shimmer pen and went over that, and then dumped glitter on it, and then wiped the excess off, so I'd have little purple glitter tips. Just because, I don't know, I just like things coordinating a lot, and so I just thought that was a way to coordinate the glitter into the project right here on this butterfly. And so any butterfly that you see like this, I've done the same thing. I've put glitter on the tips and added a sequin or something in the middle here. Not a sequin, a rhinestone. So I just have some various paper here from the digital collection, and this one this is the same as how I did the cover. In fact, this is probably I just printed out duplicate for some reason, put it there. And then I love him. He's I put this is a spade overlay that I put on top of this background. Then I put this flourish onto the image, and then this king with the roses on the top. And then I printed it out. And so I'm going to tie this back up so it doesn't get ruined. Oh, did I show you the bottom? I can't remember if I did. I got so distracted with showing you how we're not to tie the ribbon. So this here is just one of the digital backgrounds, and then I've got this braided trim here with some of this purple fun fur, and then this is another one of those butterflies. I think they're called astral pink, and it comes in 3 different sizes, and I've just put the sequin on the top here. On the cover, I put that big purpley bluish sequin, and this one I've just put a light blue sequin, and then you can tuck pictures behind there. And then this paper here is Alice and Absalom, and I love this blue and this purple with on top of this gray background. I think it's really pretty. So now we can tie this up. But anyway, you can see what a pain in the butt that is. I wish I had done it the right way. No big deal. Okay, and then this is the third butterfly that came in the package, and I just put one of these turquoise or blue, I don't know what the exact color is called, but I just put that on the middle there. And then I got this this rosette trim, and I put those light blue sequins in the center, and then I have glued some black eyelash trim or fun fur trim, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know if there's technically a difference. I know different brands call their product different names, but sometimes you get it and it's called eyelash or fun fur, and it's this thicker stuff. And then sometimes you order it and it's, sorry, I'm grabbing this other piece here. It's really just an eyelash trim. You can see how thin, and it just looks like it has little eyelashes on it. Whereas this one's furry. It's more like fur. And also I wanted to show you this because this is just one big thing. There's all these different variegated colors. So when you see the fur here, I didn't buy different skeins. I only purchased this one, and then I just cut out the lighter purple to put right here. So on this tag here, on this larger tag here, I have this really beautiful white rabbit glittered key, and I'm going to show you how I made that. I just used this this bronze key here that I got from Renee Bouquet's shop, and I just painted this I painted the key completely back and front with black gesso, and I did 2 coats. So I painted it, then let the coat dry, and then painted it again, let it completely dry, and then I took some blue paint from Prima from Finnabair. It's just this bright blue turquoise color, and I dry brushed it onto the key. And by dry brushing, I mean I dipped a dry brush into the paint, then I kind of wiped the paint back and forth on a paper towel, not too hard. You're just getting the excess paint off the brush. Just so enough that you have just enough to dry brush over the piece. And so when you lightly brush over with that dry brush, then you're going to pick up the blue on the raised portions of the key. And then once that was dry, see all these little raised bumps and everything and grooves? The grooves will stay black, and then the whatever's raised up will be blue. And once that was dry, then I sprayed it with an acrylic spray, and then I just sprinkled glitter onto the key. You don't want to dump it or shake it on. You'll get too much glitter. So I just took it from the palm of my hand, kind of like when you do a pinch of salt in a recipe. Just grabbed a pinch and then just sprinkled it on the key, and that's how I got this effect on the key. I think it came out really pretty. I love it. And then I just have another floral tag here. On all the tags, it's just black on the back for pictures. And I think that's it. Okay, so this booklet here has Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And back's just purple stripe. Okay, this layout here, I have these policy envelope. Well, they're not actual policy envelopes. I just made them kind of look like that. I just used regular black cardstock to do that, and then matted it with paper. Oh, and the corner that I used, in case you're wondering, is the deco from the We Are Memory Keepers chomper. And I know you can't get that anymore, that deco punch, because I don't know, they mix and rearrange their chompers and they don't have all the corners, and so it's really annoying. We Are Memory Keepers, I love you, but yeah, don't bring that deco thing back, because I don't even have it. I just borrowed my friend's. We were crafting together and I used it, so I can never use it again, unless she lets me borrow it again. Because you can't get those anymore. Anyway, she has all the old punches. So but I do have one, but it's a newer one, and they kind of took one from here and one from there and put it together, but they don't have all the punches that they used to have. Anyway, so but any cute little corner punch would work, would be pretty. It doesn't have to be that one. That just happens to be the one that I used, because I was with her and I forgot to bring my corner punch with me. I wasn't home, and so she let me use hers. Anyway, this another one of these Mad Hatter butterflies, this is the small one, and then so this just closes with a magnet, and then on the top here I put these rosettes, the same thing I did on the spine, except I put the purple and the black trim underneath, and then these fold out. And I made a little belly band here, and then I put one of Renee's butterflies here, and then just made these tags to go inside the belly band. Love this purple teapot paper. And then I have this is a little, this is the smallest size of the Cheshire Cat chipboard from Renee Bouquet's shop. And I just have him hiding here in the flowers that I digitally printed on this background, and then another little tiny butterfly on his back, and then just the fun for here on top of this braided trim with the roses. I found this this glitter tool at the dollar store at Halloween time. And this booklet here I printed out the queen on this blue background, and did the shimmer pen on her, and for my glitter strips here, I just took score tape, burnished it down really well, peeled the backing off, and then poured glitter onto the top, and then I just took my finger and pressed it down a bit to make sure the glitter was nice and solid on there. And then I just shook the glitter off and the excess glitter off, and that's how I made my little glitter strips there. And so on the back it's just plain. And then I also did that technique on the cover here around the edges. Sorry, excuse me. And so anyway, well, that's my Dark Alice, and I excuse me, got allergies today. That's my Dark Alice, and so I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions, please send me a message. And let's see, on the actual size of everything, it's 5 3/4 by 6 3/4. I cut the papers 1/8 of an inch smaller so that I'd have a black border on everything. So you can see everything has a black border. I just did 1/8 of an inch smaller. And I guess I should give you some pocket sizes in case you're wondering. So this, if you want to recreate this, so I just made pocket pages. If you are interested in actual how to do the pocket pages and make the album, just send me a message, and if I get enough response, I will make a tutorial. But it's just your basic pocket page, and like I said, the pages are exactly 5 3/4 by 6 3/4. And I did the binding the same way as I did my other Alice album, which I have a tutorial on, except instead of doing chipboard pages, I did these pocket pages. So you just put the hinges on the exact same way, and then you cover that with the decorative paper. Before you cover with decorative paper, though, you want to add any fold outs or anything. And so this one here is 3 1/8 inches wide by 6 3/4 inches tall, and then this pocket is 3 inches tall. And so you just make it like you would a normal pocket with the scoring on the 3 sides and folding it over. The waterfall is 5 3/4 tall, and then this one here, or 5 3/4 wide, I should say, and it's 4 1/4 inches tall. But this middle piece is 4 1/2, and then this one here is 4 1/4. This pocket here is only 2 inches tall, and this pocket here is 2 1/2 inches tall. And the policy envelopes, I just did shy of 5 3/4, and I just made it kind of like a pocket page, except I left, I had an extra piece long, and I scored an extra 1/8 of an inch here, and so that I could just fold this over with a bit of an 1/8 of an inch gusset here on the end. And the policy envelopes are 3 1/4 inches wide. So that's some measurements for you. Like I said, if I get enough interest, I will do a tutorial on how to create the pocket pages and the policy envelopes. Alright, well, I appreciate you watching, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and check out Digital Curio is where I got the digital images, and a lot of the ephemera I got at Renee Bouquets. So check those shops out. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.